Rancho Cordova at this archaeological site that dates back to over 10,000 years BC.
Lynne H. Wilson, Kirk Magleby, and Javier Tovar, members of Book of Mormon Central, went to El CEDRAL, San Luis Potosí, Mexico, to an area of fossils where horse remains from 7,000 years BC have been found.
Hasta la capa 8.
Local archaeologists working the area because they think there are chances of finding horse remains from modern times.
It's because of the erosion. The bones will show that they've been tumbled around in a stream just like rocks, and it knocks off the corners and some of the edges, and so we can tell, you know, what bones as well as rocks have been transported. Getting back to the question, why do you need more bones, you know, for fossils? You want to get as many as possible to see, by studying them and measuring them, what kinds of changes within a particular animal are. What are the range of variation, for an example. We're dealing with animals here that for the most part are similar, but there must be some differences. Usually the smaller mammals show these local, that live more locally, like the roedores y conejos. They show more locality. We probably will not find the same species here of rodents and rabbits that we have in Rancho La Brea, for example. Okay, one of those was Hemiakinia, and that's the type of camel or llama, which has been found here too, in this area. But when I reported it, it had not been reported from Rancho La Brea before. Okay, what does this tell us about this particular animal then, in that area? We've gotten over 1 million bones and only 2 or 3 bones from this animal. Only a little over 1 million, not millions.
Were the bones smooth, as if they had come down? Were these bones evidence that
these
had been transported?
These have been transported a little bit. That's
okay.
True. That's good observation. So the immediate environment around there probably was not that conducive, but these two are they're mostly grazers, partially browsers. Camel teeth are kind of in between. They've kind of got, so they can both graze and browse. So they're probably living in areas where they have...
Our researchers are constantly traveling around the world to archaeological sites to study the areas and find important evidences to make known to the world. Lynne H. Wilson has been a volunteer in the church educational system for the past 15 years in France, Belgium, Wisconsin, and most recently at Stanford University.
Did you know the place that Carlos was telling us to go to see, the archaeological disc? Did he tell you? Oh, you knew this. We are here in Rancho Cordova at this archaeological site that dates back to over 10,000 years BC, where they found mammoth bones here. It used to be a watering hole where the animals got stuck, as well as having other debris coming in on different layers of sediment. But interestingly, Wade Miller from BYU's paleontology team found right here a branch of a tree, vertical, laying there. He took it back to the States and had it carbon dated, and it dated back to 41,000 years ago, which is quite interesting. So we're here today to get a second sample of carbon. So far we haven't had much success, but we're still hammering away, looking for some more carbon to see if there's any earlier finds, because the goal is to find more mammoths that are recent. We have found several mammoths that are recent within the last 4,000 years up north of here. but we're trying to find some ancient bones of horses and mammoths in particular, but curulums and culums would be nice as well, that date back to 2000 BC. And they have found enough evidence that horses were rampant at that time, and that we have that not only in the Mesoamerica area, but also up in North America, proper United States.
This is the information so far. We will be waiting to inform you about new results.